In today's connected world, a hacker is like a digital burglar. They are individuals who try to gain unauthorized access to computer systems or networks. Their motives can vary greatly. Some are driven by financial gain, seeking to steal your bank details, credit card numbers, or personal information they can sell on dark web marketplaces. Others might be motivated by activism, seeking to make a political statement by disrupting services. Then, there are those who simply do it for the challenge, to see if they can breach a system's defenses. Unfortunately for the average person, the most common threat comes from those looking to profit from your data, making everyone a potential target. The methods hackers use are often simpler than you might think. They don't always need to be computer geniuses breaking complex codes like in the movies. Many times they exploit human psychology. They send deceptive emails that trick you into giving away your login information. They create fake websites that look identical to real ones, like your bank's login page, to capture your credentials when you try to sign in. They might also look for easy targets, such as people using weak, easily guessable passwords or those connecting to unsecured public networks. Understanding their basic tactics is the first step toward building a strong defense against them. Think of your personal data as cash and valuables stored in your home. A hacker is someone trying to find an unlocked door or an open window. They will check for common weaknesses first. For example, they might try common passwords like 123456 or password on many accounts, hoping someone was careless. They might send a mass email pretending to be from a popular company, knowing that a certain percentage of recipients will fall for the trick. Their goal is often to find the path of least resistance. The more obstacles you put in their way, the more likely they are to give up and move on to an easier target. This is why online security is not just for big companies or governments. It is a personal responsibility for everyone who uses the internet. The digital world is an extension of our real world, and it requires the same level of caution. Just as you wouldn't leave your front door wide open when you leave the house, you shouldn't leave your digital life unprotected. Hackers rely on the assumption that most people won't bother with basic security measures. By taking a few simple, consistent steps, you can prove them wrong and significantly reduce your risk of becoming a victim of cybercrime. The power to protect yourself is largely in your own hands. Your password is the primary key to your digital life. It is the first and most important barrier standing between a hacker and your private information. Unfortunately, it is also one of the most common security weaknesses. Many people use simple, easy-to-remember passwords like their pet's name, their birthday, or common words. Hackers know this and use automated software that can try millions of these common combinations in a very short time. A strong password should be long, ideally at least 12 to 15 characters. It must be a complex mix of uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and special symbols like exclamation mark, @, or hash. The best way to create a strong password is to use a passphrase. Think of a random memorable sentence, like "My cat loves eating 4 blue fish." You can then take the first letter of each word and add numbers and symbols to create something like "Macleaf for a Bef." This is much harder for a computer to guess than a single word, but can be easier for you to remember. Avoid using personal information that someone could find on your social media profiles, such as your children's names, your hometown, or your anniversary date. The goal is to make your password completely random and unpredictable to anyone but you. A critical rule of password security is to never reuse the same password across multiple websites. Imagine you use the same key for your house, your car, and your office. If a thief stole that one key, they would have access to everything. The same is true online. If a smaller, less secure website you use gets hacked and your password is stolen, criminals will immediately try that same password on more important accounts like your email and online banking. Using a unique password for every single account ensures that a breach on one site does not compromise your security on others. Keeping track of them all can be managed with a password manager. To make managing unique, complex passwords easier, consider using a reputable password manager. These are secure applications designed to store all your passwords in an encrypted vault. You only need to remember one strong master password to unlock the vault. The manager can then automatically generate and fill in unique, long and complex passwords for all your online accounts. This approach combines the highest level of security with convenience. It's one of the single most effective steps an average person can take to dramatically improve their online safety and protect their digital identity from opportunistic hackers. One of the most common ways hackers bypass technical defenses is by targeting you directly through phishing emails. These are fraudulent messages designed to look like they come from a legitimate source, such as your bank, a delivery service, or a social media platform. The email might create a sense of urgency, claiming your account has been compromised or that you need to confirm a large purchase you didn't make. The goal is to panic you into clicking a malicious link or opening a dangerous attachment without thinking. Always be skeptical of unsolicited emails that ask for personal information or demand immediate action. To spot a phishing email, look for telltale signs. Check the sender's email address carefully. It might look similar to a real one, but have a slight misspelling or a different domain. Hover your mouse over any links in the email without clicking to see the actual web address they lead to. If the link looks suspicious or doesn't match the company's official website, it's a trap. Legitimate companies will almost never ask you to provide your password, full credit card number, or social security number via email. If you are ever in doubt, do not click anything. Instead, go directly to the company's official website by typing the address into your browser yourself. Social media is another area where you must remain vigilant. Hackers can create fake profiles to connect with you and gain your trust, a tactic known as social engineering. They might also send you links to funny videos or shocking news that actually lead to malware-infected sites. Be cautious about the amount of personal information you share publicly on your profiles. Details like your full birth date, your mother's maiden name, or your first pet's name are often used as answers to security questions. By making this information public, you are handing hackers the keys to potentially reset your passwords and take over your accounts. To stay safe on social media, always review your privacy settings. Limit who can see your posts and personal information to friends only rather than public. Be wary of friend requests from people you do not know in real life. Be especially cautious of quizzes or games that ask for permission to access your profile data. They are often designed to harvest your personal information for marketing or more malicious purposes. Remember that once something is posted online, it can be very difficult to remove completely. Think before you post, and treat your social media presence with the same security mindset you apply to your email and banking. Public Wi-Fi networks, like those found in coffee shops, airports, and hotels, are incredibly convenient, but also pose significant security risks. These networks are often unsecured, meaning the data you transmit is not encrypted. This creates a perfect opportunity for a hacker sitting on the same network to intercept everything you do online. They can use simple software to listen in on the connection and capture sensitive information, such as the passwords you enter, the emails you send, or your credit card details when you make a purchase. This is known as a man-in-the-middle attack, where the hacker places themselves between you and the internet. To protect yourself on public Wi-Fi, the most important tool you can use is a virtual private network, or VPN. A VPN creates a secure encrypted tunnel between your device and the internet. When you connect through a VPN, all of your data is scrambled and becomes unreadable to anyone trying to snoop on the network. Even if a hacker manages to intercept your traffic, all they will see is gibberish. Using a VPN is like sending your data through a private armored car instead of an open postcard. It is an essential security measure for anyone who frequently uses public Wi-Fi on their laptop or smartphone. If you must use public Wi-Fi without a VPN, there are still precautions you should take to minimize your risk. Avoid logging into any sensitive accounts, such as your online banking, email, or any site that stores your financial information. Save those activities for when you are on a trusted, secure network like your home Wi-Fi. When browsing, make sure the websites you visit use HTTPS encryption. You can verify this by looking for a padlock icon and HTTPS at the beginning of the web address in your browser's address bar. This encrypts the connection between your browser and that specific website, but it does not protect your other internet traffic. Ultimately, the safest approach is to treat all public Wi-Fi networks as hostile environments. Assume that someone is always watching. In addition to using a VPN and checking for HTTPS, ensure your device's firewall is turned on and disable any file sharing features. Anyone can fall victim to a cyber attack, from a tech novice to an expert, because hackers are constantly evolving their tactics. However, by understanding the risks and consistently applying these fundamental security practices, strong passwords, phishing awareness, and caution on public networks, you build a formidable defense. Staying safe online is not about being paranoid, it's about being prepared, and everyone has the power to do it.